Hi everyone, hope you're well and welcome to another Road 10 game. Yeah, lots changed since last episode. Sorry it's been a while, just recovering, feeling a lot better. Thank you so much for love and support. Now before I start, I just want to quickly update. We are still doing that giveaway. It's only about just over 2 weeks to go. I might even shorten the day just so I can get the prizes out soon. So you get basically free Amazon vouchers. All you need to do is just click on the link in the description below, and you just basically make sure you're sub or twitched and you enter for free. I will be doing a 12-hour stream on Twitch, which will basically announce the winners, and I'll email you the vouchers and giveaway. It's just a thank you for community for the support and hitting that 5k milestone, and hopefully for the next milestone I can go even bigger and do bigger giveaways. So again, thank you very much. So if you haven't already, make sure you're followed and also join me on Twitch. Again, link in the description so you know when I go live to do the announcements and get your prizes. Now on today's episode, there's been a lot of changes since last week. So last week I hit 63,000, and this week my new max stage is 67. It's going insanely quick. Now before I go through the updates and also the questions from your comments from your last video, I have noticed there's a new kind of strategy for this type of mid-level. Well, I said mid-level when you round about this stages. So around about 50 to 60 is when you pretty much be completing all your artifacts. Now there's currently 97 artifacts in the game, and on top of that there's 21 enchantments. So once you've got all your artifacts, you can start enchanting them. That gives them a little boost. I think it's 1%, and you get like a gold little border around your artifacts. Now I found my normal strategy before was the collecting pets, getting your pets to level 100 to get these passive abilities and get them all unlocked, and spending most of your diamonds on pets and getting stuff like banking shards and using them for tournaments and stuff like that. Now I found a new, I say new, but I've changed my strategy. Once I've got all my artifacts, there's not much basically pushing potential. So once you've got all your artifacts and all your enchantments, you find you're gaining your high stage gains. So when you can get stages from like 5,000, 10,000 within a week, it starts to slow down a lot. New artifacts are one of the biggest power sources to get you grinding stages. So once that stops, when you start getting new ones, the only other big sources would be equipment sets. So the strategy I've been using since I've completed all artifacts, and once I've got all 97 artifacts, my new strategy, which I'm going to tell you now, is basically stockpiling diamonds. So I normally got 4,000, but before the last tournament I had about 7,000 or 8,000. So the more you get first place tournaments, the higher the diamonds you get. It's very easy to collect diamonds when you're around about this stage, around about 50, 60k. So what I'm currently doing is I made sure I got the mythic set Treasure Hunter. So what Treasure Hunter does, so let's have a look. That was my last one, Treasure Hunter. So what Treasure Hunter does, it gives you increase in rare or better items. So I made sure I got that completed first, and then I stockpiled my diamonds, and then during the tournament I used my shards to get more mythic sets. So shards for mythics only. And at the moment, I'm nearly completed Fatal Samurai. Once I do that, I'll do the next one. But I've been using my drops, and due to Treasure Hunter set, I've been getting a lot of legendary drops. And sometimes when you get a drop or an item, or you craft an item, it gives you the potential to complete legendary sets. So for the cost of diamonds, I think it's 800 per item. You can complete a set. So at the moment, because of my Treasure Hunter and I'm getting tons of legendary drops, there's not that many items left to complete. So for example, I've got 3 more left there. I only need 3 more. So there's only need 2 more there. So mostly I only need 2 or 3 more items, and as you can see, most of my sets are complete. So what I've been doing is during tournaments using those diamonds to complete sets, and the power, if I get the right set because it's random, is basically giving me a massive boost. So in the last tournament, as I mentioned, I did 2 runs. So the first one I just pushed as normal, and I think I got 3 sets completed, 3 legendary sets. I spent about 4 or 5,000 diamonds or something like that. So it was quite a lot of diamonds, but I got about 3 legendary sets complete, and I only did 2 pushes. I gained nearly 4 or 5,000 stages, and I did no banking, no prep or anything like that. I only did 2 runs, and I got first place easy. It was an easy run, easy max stage, and easy power. So that's my new strategy for mid-tier players. Obviously, I don't know if it worked for everyone, but that's what I'm using at the moment. So I've switched from getting pets to banking diamonds, and then in tournaments using them to complete all the legendary sets. So I'm trying to complete all the legendary sets using diamonds only, and still banking shards for those mythic sets. So basically it's all about sets now, to complete as many sets as you can. So once you've got all your artifacts, that's the next step you need to be looking for. So those are the easy wins main gains I'm using, main strats. Let me know if you've got any other strats yourself you use at mid to late tier gameplay. I will probably do another video separately to explain that in a bit more detail. Now, to answer some questions from your last video. Awesome comments, by the way, thank you so much. So I've got one from Palo. Says, friend, is it worth it to level less stages in tournaments to increase my passive skills? Currently at 30k max stage and going to do heavy strike build. That's actually a bit of, you can't increase your passive by doing less stage. If anything, you should increase your levels to increase your passive skills. Now, your passive skills is from the first tab at the bottom. So these could be a number of things, from like collecting pets, from winning tournaments, from collecting dust. But the majority of them is getting first place in tournaments, because tournament rewards gives you the most amount of rewards in one go, unless you're well and buy loads of Titan chests. But if you're a free-to-play player, doing first place tournament wins gives you the most income, most prizes to level up your passive skills. Also, for example, you get increased inactive sneak count from increasing your max stage, and the rest of them I say is from raids or doing well in tournaments, from tournament points, skill points. To do well in tournaments, you need to get first. You have to push. You might be able to do it without going past your max stage, but I think that's very, very unlikely. So to increase your passive skills, you have to do more levels, not less, more levels. So I'll recommend to always do more, and it doesn't harm. And if you are going to switch to having a strike build, that's absolutely fine. I say having good passive skills will definitely help. But remember the Angelic Guardian set, the AG set, that will help you build having a strike build tremendously. So if you haven't already, just as a little tip, try to get that completed as well. That would help you out lots. Insecure Tiger says almost at E-Dog's level. Yeah, he's around about exactly the same. I think like 66.5, so we're pretty much level. I'm hoping I can get in the same tournament as him. That'd be absolutely amazing. That'll be a separate video on its own if I get in the same tournament as E-Dog. That'd be so funny. Someone says, Leovic says, I'm stuck at stage 7k. Can you please give me some advice to climb up more stages? By the way, I follow your build. So it's a couple of advices. I can give you the main tips now, but I would also recommend to watch the beginner's guide video and also the rest of the guides, like build resources, top 10 tips in tournaments, that sort of thing. I think there's over like 80-90 videos on my channel. Each video has tons of tips. I know there's a lot to watch, so obviously you don't have to watch all of them, but definitely the beginner's guide video to get you started. Now the main tips, I think bullet point tips I can say is 1, join a high level clan. The higher the clan XP, the better your advanced stage start. Advanced stage start just basically means that when you prestige, you start at a higher stage. So instead of doing an hour run, it cuts your run time down to like 15-20 minutes. So the higher your clan, the shorter your run, and so much easier. Second one, use a build guide. You're following the clanship build that I use. That's absolutely fine. You can go to the Combidium website to follow the one there as well, which is what I'm using. Use an artifact optimizer, again, to make sure your artifacts are optimized properly. And there's loads of other tips, for example, like winning in tournaments that gives you the best prizes. Make sure you're doing clan raids, make sure you're active, runs, and that sort of thing. Again, check out my Tap Titan 2 playlist, tons of tips there as well. King of Time 2013. Which build should I use if I've got 99% of my max stage with Silent March? Then push only from there actively. Haven't heard you talking about that playstyle. Basically, it looks like you're trying to explain what Silent March or an inactive build. There is no inactive build. They've changed the Silent March to a passive skill, which everyone has. Everyone has that Silent March. So there is no separate build because there is no skill like to add or to build upon that. It's the higher max stage you get, the higher your inactive sneak count. Now there is a couple of equipment sets you can get to help increase this. I believe there's Sly Wolf helps increase that. Yeah, so you can get Sly Wolf legendary set, which increases the inactive sneak count and percent, so that will help as well. So that basically means when you're offline, it just helps you level those stages for when you come back online. But there is no real build or guide for that. The game is an active game. Even if you can only play like one run a day, half an hour a day, 1 hour a day, you'll never be able to complete the game or do much with trying to level up offline. One, because you need to, the only way you can prestige, level up, join tournaments and stuff is if you actively play. Also, if you join clans, if you hardly online, you get booted and kicked anyway because you need to be active in a clan, so that won't help you. And again, you need to do tournaments and stuff, which for example, like there's Firestone events to get these badges, you need to prestige lots. So if you don't play a lot, the game's not tailored to that, so it'll take you years and years. You basically won't be able to play at all. There's no point. So that's why that playstyle, inactive playstyle, is not talked about, just because the game is not built towards that. There's no build for inactive play, and the only inactive skill really is Silent March, which everyone has anyway, so there's no advantage or disadvantage to know about it. All I can suggest is pick a decent build like Clanship if you're new, and just push as much as you can while you're online, while you play. The more you play, the more active you play, the further you can get, the quicker you can get at getting to the end game. So yeah, play more. Francis says, yo, can I ask a question? What mythic set should I craft for Warlord build? Warlord, I'm guessing he means Clanship build? Oh, I've got server maintenance. This is the update for today. Looks like I did this video just at the wrong time. I was hoping to get this video done just before that kicked in, but that's absolutely fine. This is the big update that was delayed for a week. But the build is a Clanship build. So if you've got most of the points in Warlord tree, which is the yellow one, then it's a Clanship build I would recommend, my friend. Well, that'll be it for this video. I've got to do another video for the next update. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below. I will answer it in the next video. And thank you very much for joining me today. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.